7 tough pieces of advice for the elderly. Old age is not just a time for rest but also an opportunity to live proactively, protect yourself, and enjoy life with peace, happiness, and a clear sense of purpose. Below are 7 practical tips to help older adults achieve this. Number 1. Don't fear walking away from toxic people. Family often evokes thoughts of unbreakable bonds, comfort, and belonging. Yet, not all family ties are healthy. The third tip for your golden years is, don't hesitate to distance yourself from toxic people. Even if they're family. If a relationship harms your mental health, bravely set boundaries or cut ties entirely. Protecting your peace of mind is not just a right, it's more important than any obligation. Consider Paul, a 70-year-old retiree living alone after years of caring for his family. His daughter visited often, but only to ask for money. At first, Paul thought he was helping her through tough times. But he soon noticed that refusing her requests led to anger or months of silence. What began as love turned into feeling used, leaving him stressed and restless. Eventually, Paul set limits, reducing her reliance on him, a tough but liberating choice that restored his mental freedom and showed him his well-being mattered as much as family ties. Society often teaches that family is untouchable, that we must forgive and endure all for blood. But no relationship justifies sacrificing your mental health. Toxic people, family or not, can bring manipulation, disrespect, or undue pressure. Walking away isn't betrayal, it's freeing yourself from unnecessary burdens. You have the right to choose relationships that bring joy and support. Setting boundaries can be hard, especially with fears of judgment or guilt. But remember, old age is for living peacefully, not enduring pain. Protecting your peace opens space for genuine, meaningful connections. You deserve a life surrounded by respect and love, not suffering. Number 2. Don't blindly trust. As we enter old age, life brings changes not only to our bodies but also to our souls. One of the greatest challenges is loneliness, a feeling that often creeps in when loved ones drift away or life slows down. This loneliness can spark a longing for new relationships, companions who bring light and meaning to days that might feel monotonous. However, not everyone who enters our lives has good intentions. Thus, the first and most important advice is, don't blindly trust. Be cautious when placing trust in others, especially in a stage where kindness and naivety can be exploited. Old age often comes with sensitivity and an open heart, valuable traits, but also vulnerabilities if unchecked. Consider Helen, a 68-year-old widow living alone. A kind neighbor regularly visited, helping with small tasks and listening to her. At first, Helen felt grateful and trusted him completely. But over time, he began borrowing money and even convinced her to co-sign a large debt. When she realized the truth, he vanished, leaving her in financial distress. Such stories aren't rare, reminding us that not everyone deserves our trust. To protect yourself, learn to observe and assess people's true intentions through their actions, not just their words. Are they consistent? Do they care about you for who you are or for what you can offer? If anything feels off, don't hesitate to set boundaries. Saying no isn't selfish, it's a way to preserve your peace and self-respect. Trusting wisely not only shields you from harm but also creates space for genuine relationships that truly enrich your later years. Remember, you deserve people who sincerely value you. Number 3. Don't cling to the past. As age advances, memories of youth often become a safe haven in our minds. Vibrant days of laughter, achievements, and warm relationships pull us back, offering comfort and familiarity. Nostalgia is natural and sometimes a precious comfort. But the 6th tip for old age is, don't let the past be your constant refuge. Dwelling too much on memories can make you miss the beauty and potential of the present. Instead, open yourself to new experiences to add joy and meaning to life. Consider Susan, a retired teacher who spent hours recalling her classroom days, adored by students and admired by colleagues. She felt those were her peak, with nothing current to rival them. Clinging to the past, she declined friends' invitations and shut out new possibilities. Only when a friend persuaded her to join an art class did she see that the present could still bring joy. The class sparked a new hobby and warm connections, showing her life still held wonders worth embracing. The past matters, it shaped you, but it's not everything. Letting nostalgia dominate traps you in a bygone world, overlooking today's precious moments. Old age isn't for living in yesterday's shadows but for finding new reasons to love life. Try a fresh activity, meet new people, or savor small joys around you. These don't need to be grand, they can still enrich your days. Don't let memories blind you to today's light. Let them inspire, not excuse disengagement. Life awaits your participation, with new joys to uncover if you're willing to step forward. Number 4. Stop waiting for recognition. Throughout life, many of us grow accustomed to sacrificing, giving up dreams, time, or strength for loved ones, friends, or family. We often hope that one day, these efforts will be acknowledged, that someone will thank us or show appreciation. However, the 4th tip for old age is, don't expect others to recognize your sacrifices. Your true worth lies not in external praise but in the actions and kindness you've given wholeheartedly. Linda's story illustrates this. A mother who worked tirelessly to support her son, she saved every penny to fund his business and success. She believed he'd remember her sacrifices. But once he succeeded, instead of gratitude, he took her help for granted and demanded more. When Linda needed aid after a storm damaged her home, he dismissed her with work excuses, revealing that the recognition she craved might never come. This taught her that banking on others' appreciation only breeds disappointment and hurt. Waiting for recognition makes you dependent on others' responses and can turn into resentment when it doesn't arrive. Ask yourself, did you act to be praised, or because it felt right? If it was from kindness and sincerity, that's reason enough to feel proud. Your value doesn't diminish because others don't see or thank you. Find joy in what you've done, not in external validation. Letting go of this expectation brings true freedom and peace. Old age is a time to live with self-respect and inner contentment. Your sacrifices reflect your strength and love, enough to hold your head high without anyone's acknowledgement. Number 5. Stop living to please others. Entering old age, many of us look back and realize we've spent much of our lives pleasing others, family, children, or even friends. We've sacrificed dreams, time, and energy, believing it's the truest expression of love. Yet, the second tip for a meaningful life in your golden years is, don't overly sacrifice yourself to satisfy others. Now is the time to prioritize yourself. Pursue joy and unfinished dreams, because this phase isn't about carrying burdens. It's about living fully for you. Think of Margaret, a 72-year-old widow who devoted her life to her family. After her husband's death, she used all her savings to help her son buy a house, pay for her grandchildren's education, and support him through financial struggles. But when Margaret needed help after surgery, her son cited work and family commitments, leaving her alone and disappointed. Her story isn't uncommon. When you constantly put others' needs above your own, you may receive not gratitude but an expectation that it's owed. Over time, this sacrifice ceases to be love and becomes a burden on yourself. Old age is a chance to rediscover yourself and pursue what you've sidelined for duty. Ask, what makes me happy? It might be a dream trip, a forgotten hobby, or time with those who truly value you. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It preserves your energy and restores life's meaning. If those who love you truly care, they'll support this shift. If not, that's their issue, not yours. You've done enough. Now live lightly, freely, and fully. Use these years to care for yourself, because you deserve happiness as much as anyone. Number 6. Prioritize mental health. In old age, we often focus more on physical health, eating well, exercising, or regular checkups. But an equally vital, often overlooked aspect is mental health. The 7th tip is to put your soul first. It's the cornerstone of fully enjoying your golden years. Aging brings inevitable shifts. Children move away, friends fade, losses mount. These can leave you empty, but instead of letting negativity rule, actively nurture your spirit by finding daily meaning. Accepting limits and seeking support when needed. Eleanor, a 75-year-old widow, battled depression after her husband's death. Rather than linger in sorrow, she joined a local dance club. It kept her active and introduced new friends, unexpectedly reviving her joy. She learned meaning doesn't require grand feats. Sometimes a small hobby lights up your days. Accepting limits is key too. Aging may curb some abilities, but rather than mourn, focus on what you can still enjoy. A new perspective can unlock fresh opportunities. Don't hesitate to seek help when overwhelmed. George, an 80-year-old, felt isolated after his kids moved away. Joining a support group, he found empathy from peers, rebuilding connection. Sharing feelings isn't weakness, it's a path to relief and balance. Old age is perfect for self-discovery, trying new things, or savoring small pleasures free from work or duty. Mental health shapes not just how you feel but how you live. Nurture your spirit, seek joy, and foster positive ties. You deserve peaceful, happy days, no matter your age. Number 7. Don't use age as an excuse. In old age, many set limits with thoughts like, "I'm too old for this." We reject new opportunities, untried hobbies, or positive changes due to age. But the fifth tip is, don't let age be an excuse to stop growing. It's not a barrier to change or new experiences. Instead, use your years of experience and wisdom to explore, evolve, and live more meaningfully. Take Marco, a 68-year-old who dreamed of painting but never tried, thinking he was too old. Encouraged by his granddaughter, he joined a painting class. Initially uneasy among younger students, he soon learned to paint and found a like-minded community. Painting became more than a skill. It showed him that age doesn't halt growth, bringing joy and vitality he hadn't expected. Society often labels old age as a time to rest, with no room for change. Yet, it offers unique strengths: wisdom from lived experience, clearer self-awareness, and confidence to face challenges. You've overcome so much, why not harness that to refresh your life? Start small, learn a skill, try a hobby, or shift a familiar perspective. It's not about impressing others but enriching your soul. Don't let too late hold you back. Every day alive is a chance to tap your potential. Old age isn't an end but a foundation for new chapters. Make these years a time of growth and joy. You're still capable of living fully and meaningfully.
Please like, share, subscribe to the channel and comment with your email so we can send you a great ebook for seniors. Thank you for watching the video on Senior Vitality TV channel.